Get ready, because weird stuff is going down all over the planet and we've dug up the secrets behind it. Check out this crazy collection of the wildest moments ever caught on camera. In this video, you'll catch shocking, strange, and unforgettable scenes from everywhere around the globe. From rare weather freakouts and spooky natural surprises to mind-blowing human encounters. These clips will make you question what's real and what's possible. Don't even blink, because you won't believe what's coming your way. 50. Hey y'all, peep this. Some people went to the Bahamas just to kick back, and out of nowhere, they caught a SpaceX rocket taking off right in front of their eyes. How crazy is that? 49. I have no idea how long he's been like that. The second that snake swallowed itself, I got chills all over. Honestly, your worst enemy is yourself. 48. Birds put their lives on the line every time they land on power lines. Check out this crazy moment from Mexico. A packed power line breaks, and a bunch of thrushes come crashing down. It was so wild, folks immediately called the cops and experts. 46. 45.
Now, the president of Turkmenistan has ordered his officials to find a way to put out a fire that's been burning for decades in a huge desert crater nicknamed the Gateway to Hell.
For 50 years, people have been totally hooked on the wild mystery of the Gates of Hell in Derwiz, Turkmenistan. Just imagine flames blazing non-stop, burning like they'll never quit. It's a fiery pit that's been roaring for decades, and folks can't get enough of the story behind those never-ending flames. 44.
You'd probably be skeptical if you heard a weather forecast that called for storms with a light drizzling of fish. It sounds like a biblical plague, but it happened this week, where multiple residents reported witnessing the aquatic animals fall from the sky.
Ever seen fish drop from the sky? Sounds nuts, but in Honduras it goes down every year. Strong winds or twisters yank fish out of the water and dump them on land. Sometimes fish swim through underwater caves, and when floods hit, they get pushed right out. Picture spotting a live fish smack dab in the middle of the city. It's a wild, unforgettable vibe. 43. A guy gets caught in a massive red flood in Brazil. The water blasts through fast and furious. Everything he owns gets swallowed up in thick, sticky mud. It feels like there's no way out, but he battles through the madness and breaks free. It's a desperate, wild fight to stay alive. 42. There are only around 800 mud volcanoes on the whole planet. They need some pretty unique conditions to pop up. Malaysia's got these rare mud volcanoes because it has a crustal dip, underground water, and oil and gas in the ground. This eruption was just the third time it's ever gone down. A few lucky tourists caught the whole thing live. 41. A lucky guy landed a fish that lights up like something out of a movie. Can you guess what kind it is? It's slick and shiny, just like a blade.
是个正口。
40. On September 24th, 2025, something crazy went down in Bangkok.
ฮะถนนสุดเลยเนี่ยเยอะเลยเสาไฟฟ้าไฟดับแน่
Right in the middle of a packed street, a massive sinkhole just popped open out of nowhere. This bad boy was huge, about 27 meters wide and almost 50 meters deep. The whole mess was caused by a botched metro construction project. It took out power lines and busted a water pipe. Man, it was one of the scariest things you could ever see. 39. Picture this, a massive cloud just dropping out of nowhere right in front of you. Have you ever heard of a snow snake? It's super rare, wild as heck, and totally jaw-dropping to check out. You won't believe what you're seeing. 38. Brace yourselves, spider haters. Your worst nightmare just came true. Floodwater from a creek in New South Wales, Australia dumped thousands of spiders right into a guy's backyard. At first, he didn't even notice. But then one morning, he woke up to find the whole yard wrapped up in spider webs. Now, there's no question, this place belongs to the spiders. 37. $36.
More than $41 million to eliminate a severe plague of locusts in Madagascar. Half of the money is needed by June to try to save the country's crop production. Around half of Madagascar is currently infested, with each swarm made up of billions of insects.
Picture your worst bug nightmare going down for real. Back in spring 2016, locusts blew up across parts of Madagascar. Baby locusts hatched in massive swarms, blanketing everything in sight. The outbreak got so wild, local bosses had to jump on it quickly with a major campaign to beat back the locusts and slash their numbers. 35. Picture this, you're standing outside in Iran when out of nowhere fish start dropping from the sky. Not just dead fish, but alive and hopping, like they just jumped straight out of a river right above you. What's going on here? It's a crazy, wild thing that feels like nature's own magic trick. How do fish end up flying through the air? Hang tight because this is one mystery you won't believe until you see it. 34.
Wow.
Oh my god.
Oh my lord. Holy that is a giant shooting star.
This dude is way off. On March 25th, 2021, tons of folks in Oregon thought they were seeing shooting stars. But it didn't have stars at all. A Falcon 9 rocket had come crashing back to Earth after it didn't make it out of orbit. About a month after it launched, chunks of the rocket started dropping from the sky. Everyone thought it was a meteor shower. But nope, it was just rocket junk.
Dad! Mom! Dad!
33. Ever spotted clouds that look totally out of this world? In Anna, Illinois, folks caught a cloud shape on video that looked straight up like heaven. It was jaw-dropping to watch, but kinda spooky too. Beautiful and freaky all at the same time. $32. People in China totally caught a real-life miracle on camera. This crazy sight is super rare, and hardly anyone gets to see it. For this to go down, the sun's got to be way up, at least 58 degrees above the horizon. Plus, you need those thin, icy cirrus clouds. When sunlight hits those ice crystals at just the right angle, and everything comes together just right, the view is absolutely mind-blowing. 31. A bunch of fishermen in Caya, Peru, got the shock of their lives. Out of nowhere, like hundreds of seals just exploded from the water and swarmed all over their boat. The guys couldn't even believe what they were seeing, with the ocean straight up coming alive right under their feet. "30. The cliff looks like it's bleeding and about to fall on folks, but no worries, it's not real. Heavy rain mingles with the rock's minerals, and the rust color makes it look like the rock is bleeding. Just nature playing tricks. 29. A massive, drop-dead, gorgeous cloud tower lit up the sky over Indianapolis. It looked straight out of a movie. This wasn't just any sky. It was a mind-blowing show after a gnarly tornado tore through town. Nature's raw power on full blast. Wild and untamed. Stick around. This is sky beauty with some serious attitude. 28. What's the craziest thing you might see on a Florida runway? A freaking alligator. The locals say it goes down all the time. On April 22nd, 2024, wildlife officers grabbed a huge 10-foot gator right there. Can you believe that? "27. In China, something wild is going down. Rocks are popping up out of nowhere right on a busy highway. 1 second the road is smooth, then bam, stones are pushing up like the ground's got a mind of its own. Experts think heavy rain loosened the soil, letting the rocks break through. It's fast, crazy, and feels like the earth's spilling some deep secret. 26. When fish start jumping crazy out of the water, you better watch out. It's no joke. Folks in Yunnan province, China, thought an earthquake was coming, or maybe some kind of electric shock underwater. But the real deal was way worse. Heavy pollution in the lake. The water was packed with toxic chemicals, making the fish struggle for air, so they had no choice but to jump out, gasping for oxygen. "25. Check out this insane scene. The Popocatépetl volcano is blowing up, shooting out clouds of pink smoke. It's a wildfire show you gotta see to believe. 24. On February 19th, 2025, something crazy went down on a beach in Tasmania, Australia. Over 150 killer whales got stranded on the shore all at once. Something nobody had ever gotten that close to without jumping in the water. The rescue was rough and took way longer than anyone thought since the beach was a pain to get to. But in the end, they managed to save most of the orcas. 23. These are goose barnacles. They're crustaceans that show up all along the world's coastlines. They need salty water and tides coming in and out to stay alive. They latch onto tough surfaces like driftwood, metal pipes, ship bottoms, or even sea animal shells. In fact, goose barnacles made ships start using special paint to keep them from taking over. "21. This is awesome. Do you know where you can catch that many fish? It's totally amazing. "20. "19. Step into the Wild West, where tumbleweeds ain't just growing, they're taking over every inch. This pesky weed keeps spreading faster every year. It got so out of hand that one tiny California town was almost cut off, with tumbleweeds jamming up nearly all the roads. Watch your back. This is nature's unstoppable takeover. 18. After a heavy downpour hit the tiny village of Donosha, Montenegro, something totally wild went down. Water just started gushing out of a tree trunk like it had its own secret faucet. Yep, even trees gotta take a leak sometimes. Nuts, right? Nature always keeps us on our toes. (17) This ain't the end of the world. It's San Francisco on September 9th, 2020, a moment that feels like a total mess, but it's real as it gets.
Subscribe to our podcast, visit kqed.org/forum. And for the latest updates, Jeff of Zillow, but we're going to continue. Jeff Tucker.
16. (15) More than 2 million acres around the city went up in flames. Thick smoke stacked up in the air, blocking out the blue sky and painting everything a blazing orange. Folks spent the whole day in the dark, stuck under a bright, fiery orange sky. 14. High up over Yemen's capital, Sana'a, which sits over 4,500 feet above sea level, something wild went down. A massive cloud looked like it dropped straight to the ground. This rare, jaw-dropping scene caught everyone's eye, like nature was throwing us a secret show just for kicks. 13. An Aussie family was totally blown away when they spotted an emperor penguin chilling on their local beach. These birds only hang out in Antarctica.
Wow. Oh, she? Wow. Are you a little lost? Yeah.
So this little guy must have busted his chops traveling a whopping 3,400 clicks to get there. Scientists say it's the longest trip ever logged for an emperor penguin.
We found at the beach today, kids. He is almost as big as you guys. Hello.
12. The second a massive 7.1 quake hit, the boats carrying tourists went crazy, rocking on the Xochimilco River just north of Mexico City.
Oh my gosh! This is a bad idea to be on this boat!
The water pushed hard, and everyone felt the ground rumble beneath their feet. It was quick, intense, and totally unforgettable. 11. Black gold. Some guys were digging in the Algerian desert looking for water, but out of nowhere, oil started gushing up. It was wild, but not exactly good news. Algeria's loaded with oil. They're ranked 16th in the world for oil reserves. Still, water's super scarce and valuable out in that desert. For those fellas, hitting water would have been a real jackpot. Way better than striking oil. 10. Picture this, a non-stop stream of fish just wiped out a dry, barren desert. Wild, huh? What the heck just went down here? 9. At first it looks creepy, worms wriggling like they're pulling some weird dance moves. But here's the deal. Those are just mosquito larvae lining up and moving as a crew. Sometimes they get all tangled and circle up, making them look like some kind of freaky alien thing. 8. Picture a glowing ball, rolling real slow across the ground. It's not just any light, this is ball lightning. This weird electric orb can pack a serious punch. It's such a rare freak show, most folks won't catch a glimpse of it in their entire life. 7. Check this out, a fish cruising across the road in Mason County, USA. The locals were not shocked one bit. This road cuts right through salmon-packed rivers. When floods roll in, these smart fish don't mess around, they just swim right across, treating the road like a secret shortcut to get from one river to the other. Mother Nature's got some wild tricks. 6.
इधर ही आएंगे और आन देना जी देखो देखो आया जान दो चुपचाप रहना बस ऐसे ही खड़े रहो कोई दिक्कत आई
5. The Menorca beach looked wild when hundreds of thousands of jellyfish crowded the shore. They're totally harmless to people, but nobody was brave enough to dip their toes in the water. 4. A bunch of snakes were crawling all over the scorching asphalt road in the North Philippines. They looked stuck and in serious trouble. But this one gutsy guy jumped in. He wasn't gonna let them get hurt. It was a wild scene, but he held his ground and saved every last one. 3. Animals do that circle dance for a reason. It ain't just for kicks. When they're scared or feeling all nervous, they start pacing in circles to chill out. They keep on moving until the boss gives the word to quit. Plus, this circle hustle puts the weaker guys smack in the center, keeping them safe from trouble and predators. It's how they stick together, strong and protected. 2. Get ready to check out Mosquito, a crazy, powerful tidal whirlpool you won't believe. It's spinning like mad right by Norway's Lofoten Islands, one of the toughest whirlpools on the planet. That wild, twisting force? Straight up intimidating. Feel that pull? It's like the ocean's got a grip on you. 1. The Gold Stream River in Canada suddenly lit up bright green. Scientists threw in a special safe dye to track where the waste flows. Don't sweat it, the glowing color is totally harmless and will fade away soon. It's like the river puts on a neon green jacket just to help out with science.